In a quiet room, where sunlight danced on the walls and tiny dust sparkles floated in the air, the toys were just waking up. On a wooden shelf, Teddy stretched his soft arms and yawned without a sound. On the rug below, a red toy car gave a cheerful beep and rolled in a slow circle, warming up his wheels. The room smelled like crayons and stories. Everything seemed normal until it didn't. Someone was missing. The room felt strange. Teddy looked left, then right. Cars then in a fast circle. Where was Robot? He always beeped good morning. He always blinked his little lights. But today, no sound, no lights, no Robot. The room was too quiet. Teddy jumped down with a thump. Car raced to his side, and just like that, adventure began. First, they searched the toy box, the deep, colorful ocean of forgotten treasures. Teddy dove into a pile of blocks. Car zipped around the edge. Clink, clatter, flap, went the puzzle pieces. Squeak, squeak, went the old duck. But no beep, no Robot. Under the bed, just lost socks. Behind the bookshelf, only dust and a sleepy plastic dinosaur. Still no Robot. Car gave a sad beep. Teddy's ears drooped. And then flash, a faint blink. Under the curtain, Teddy gasped. Car raced ahead. They pulled the curtain aside and there he was, Robot, trapped between a pillow and a picture book. Dusty and quiet, one arm barely attached. His light flickered once, then blinked again. He was hurt. Together, they pulled him out. Scrap went Robot's feet. Thud, as he hit the rug. Teddy wrapped his soft arms around him. Car beeped with worry. Robot's voice was just a soft buzz. His screw was missing. His arm dangled like a broken swing, but his eyes lit up. He was glad to see them. He whispered with his light had been searching for something important. His silver screw, the one that held his arm together. It had rolled away while he played and now he couldn't move right. Teddy nodded. Car revved his engine. Mission accepted. They split up. Teddy checked behind the dollhouse, through tiny chairs and a glittery couch. Car zoomed across the room, under books and around Teddy's shoes. Tin click. Car's headlight spotted something shiny behind the crayons. He beeped 3 times. Teddy hurried over. Could it be? Yes, it was. The silver screw, glinting like treasure. Carefully, they carried it back. Robot blinked a slow, happy light. Teddy picked up the toy screwdriver. Twist, click, snap. The screw locked into place. Robot's arm lifted, waved, and gave a little happy wiggle. Fixed, the room filled with beeps and cheers. The team was together again. To celebrate, they decided to build something big, not gigantic, a mega tower, a castle, a fortress of fun. Car brought blocks. Teddy stacked them with care. Robot used his arms to balance the tricky ones. Higher and higher it went. Red, blue, green, yellow. The tower stretched toward the ceiling. It was magnificent. They stood back to admire it. But Tina-chu, Car sneezed from all the dust. The tower wobbled, shivered, and then crashed. Down it went, blocks everywhere. A silence, then giggles. So many giggles, because sometimes, crashing is just part of the fun. Next came the picnic. Teddy set out a tiny blanket. Car brought toy sandwiches. Robot offered blinking cookies. They sipped pretend tea and told silly stories. The room felt full of sunshine and giggles again. But then, a sound, a faint tap 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 from the toy closet. They frowncy. What was that? Slowly, Teddy crept closer. Car turned on his headlights. Robot buzzed a tiny tune. The door creaked open, and there it was, a tiny one-up bunny, lying on its side. It had lost its key. Teddy scooped it up gently. Robot opened a drawer in his chest. A tiny key. Click, turn, went, and bowing. The bunny came to life. It hopped around the room in joyful circles, and then curled up next to Teddy. Another friend saved. Just then, flicker flicker, the room's lights began to dim. Robot blinked a warning light. The battery. It was low. Emergency mode. They needed to reach the top shelf where the battery lived. It was tall. It was far, but not impossible. Teddy grabbed books to stack. Car stabilized the bottom. Robot extended his arms like a lift. Teddy claimed, step by step, you can do it. His soft paws whispered, up, up, click. He reached the battery box. He pulled the lever. New power surged through the lights. Above, the room lit up with golden glow. Mission success. Then ring ring ring. The toy phone lit up. It was Princess Doll. Her crown had fallen behind the painting on the top shelf. Another rescue. Of course, the team set off. Car became a bridge, Teddy claimed. Robot lifted the painting, and there it was, a sparkling crown, nestled in dust. They returned it to her just in time for the pretend royal ball. She curtsied. Robot did a spin. Car beat a beat. Teddy bowed. Joy echoed through the room. As the sun dipped low and turned the walls pink and gold, the friends Saturday in a circle. The bunny nibbled on invisible carrots. Princess Doll twirled. The team looked around the room. What a day. They had searched, saved, built, fixed, claimed, and danced. The light grew softer. A tiny breeze rustled the curtain. It was bedtime. Teddy climbed up to his shelf and snuggled beside Bunny. Car rolled into his little cardboard garage. Robot plugged into his charger and blinked one last light. The room was still, peaceful, magical, and as the stars twinkled outside, something shimmered in the room, truded from the lights. Not from the toys, but from their friendship, because in this room, every mission matters, every toy belongs, and no one is ever left behind.